Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? How is everybody feeling? Today, we are going to explore number 6 and number 7 of the 8 limbs of yoga, Dharana, which is concentration, and Dhyana, which is meditation. Dharana, concentration. Dhyana, meditation. And excuse me if my pronunciation isn't completely correct. I do not speak Sanskrit. It is not my first language. I barely speak the full words of English. So there's times I make up words. But I don't want people to lose the whole concept of the video, which a lot of y'all do that. A lot of y'all will go on a video with other people or whoever and lose the whole message behind the video because you're so stuck on the pronunciation or the spelling of something or whatever. You know what it is. Recognize that and then move on from it so you can actually learn other things, such as the concept of this video. Today's concept, by the way, is going into the 8 limbs of yoga. I needed to break these videos down because once again, they are very, very long. There's 8 limbs of yoga, right? And each one of them has their own way of how you can incorporate yoga in your life outside of the mat, outside of the yoga studio. Of course, it is going to depend on your yoga instructor and whatnot. And it also depends on the type of yoga practice you're looking for. But as far as deepening your yoga practice, whether if it's spiritual or physical or mental, emotional, whatever it is to you, if it's something you want to deepen, the 8 limbs of yoga is a great way to start. Dharana for concentration. You, in order to meditate, for example, dhyana, meditation. You need to have some level of concentration. Just like when it comes to concentration, meditation helps you concentrate better. So just like how the other 8 limbs of yoga, how they all work together, and I said this several times already, it's like puzzle pieces and you put all the puzzle pieces together. They all have their own piece, but they all work together too. So I find that when I meditate, and trust me, I know a lot of people have this idea that it's hard to meditate. And anything is going to be challenging if you're not used to it. The whole point is to practice it. You're not going to master anything right away. It takes a lot of practice. But when you do practice it, when you get to that point of, okay, I need to meditate, you will better understand the benefits because it's going to show off the mat. You can meditate on the mat. You can even meditate when you're standing in line somewhere. There's times where I might be taking the city bus and I'm meditating. I am in the zone. You're allowing yourself to become familiar with resting outside of the yoga mat, outside of lying in the bed. And the thing about it is that you want to do this throughout the day. You want to be able to get yourself to a point where you are able to concentrate a lot better. And when you concentrate a lot better, you're going to meditate better. When you meditate, when you practice your meditation, you're going to concentrate better. You're going to become more self-aware. You're going to be able to become so much more with awareness, where the first limb, the yamas, and then the second limb, niyamas, all of that is going to come together again like a big puzzle. And the thing about it, it's not hard. whatever you decide to make hard, you made that decision. Working out, eating healthy, practicing yoga, none of it's hard unless you make it hard. It's a practice. It's something that in order for you to really reap the benefits, you got to put in the work for it. But the thing about it, it's going to change your mindset. You're not going to look at it as, okay, this is work and la, 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 la. The more you do it, the more you're going to want to do it. The more your body's going to want it. The more your mind is going to want it. For example, when you get to a certain level of peace, you're not going to want to be around certain people. You're not going to want to put yourself in certain situations or environments where your peace is disturbed. It's something that you practice. Your mind, your body becomes more used to that feeling, to where you don't want anything else that's outside of what's creating your peace. You're going to naturally begin gravitating to practicing yoga poses on the mat, off the mat. When you're following the 8 limbs of yoga, it honestly is going to allow you to be more disciplined. You're going to want to be more disciplined within yourself. And when you really put your mind to anything that you want, if you want it bad enough, it's going to happen. You're going to put in the work to where it's going to come to you. You're going to manifest it. But you have to allow it to happen. A lot of people, especially when it comes to creativity, a lot of it sometimes will come to you on your downtime. This is why I find it important to have notebooks by your bed. I have notebooks everywhere. So if I'm having downtime, whether if I'm sitting here, if I'm meditating by the patio or on my mat, and something randomly pops up, bam. I find that a lot of my ideas, it will pop when I have my downtime, my me time. So when you're meditating and you're able to concentrate on what you're meditating on, and let's say you're visualizing something, you're visualizing your goals or your dreams, or you're just simply focusing on your breath. You are rewiring your brain to where it makes it easier for you to concentrate. When it is time for you to put in that work, when it is time for you to cater to your passions or your creativity, bam. But give yourself that downtime. Not just when you're sleeping. Not just when you're sleeping. So yeah, I just wanted to come in here and talk about number 6 and number 7 of the 8 limbs of yoga. The next video, Samadhi, will be the last one of this segment. But I do encourage you to go back to the beginning of these videos on my playlist, the 8 limbs of yoga or yoga ethics or Mojo Speaks. I think I have it on all 3 playlists. But also do your own research too. This is to encourage those who want some type of structure, some type of thing they can practice when it comes to their self-care, self-discipline, self-awareness. And again, sometimes I feel like I have to come on here and say this, but it's not a religion. It is a discipline. It is a practice you can incorporate to your life, to your lifestyle, however you like it. I feel that a lot of us have all these distractions, right? And we don't have any type of routine or any type of activity to where we're staying connected. And this is why I felt like some type of importance of for one, needing to finish this, because I actually started talking about this during the pandemic, and then I had all these YouTube and social media problems. That's besides the point. But even more so now, because I feel that we collectively as human beings, a lot of us are disconnected from themselves. And whether if you're disconnected or you are connected to yourself, it is good to have some type of self-care practice, self-care routine where you are still catering to your mind, body, and soul, spirit, however you think of it. We have this life, we have this world where we have all these distractions. If you took a little bit of time throughout your day to connect within yourself, it does wonders. It does wonders for you as an individual, and it does wonders for you out in the world. We're lacking a lot of compassion, a lot of self-compassion. There's a lot of hate. There's a lot of self-hate. So I just hope that this reaches someone to where maybe they're starting out with their self-care routine. Maybe they need some type of outlet. Maybe they need some type of structural discipline that they can incorporate with their current lifestyle, whether if it's health and fitness, health and wellness. So yeah, I hope it reaches someone. I hope it helps in any kind of way, or it gives you some ideas of what you can do as an individual trying to, progress and advance yourself. But yeah, I will see you and talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.